Nestled in the wooded hills of Catoctin Mountain Park in Maryland lies a place synonymous with U.S. presidential diplomacy and relaxation, Camp David. This iconic retreat, officially known as the Naval Support Facility Thurmont, has served as a sanctuary for presidents, their families, and their guests since its establishment in the early 20th century. Camp David's origin, transformation, and the role it has played in shaping world history make it one of America's most unique and intriguing landmarks. Camp David's origins date back to the Great Depression when the area was first developed as a camp for federal government employees. In 1935, the Works Progress Administration, WPA, established the camp under the name Hi-Catoctin, aiming to provide affordable recreation for federal employees. However, the camp's destiny took a dramatic turn during World War II when President Franklin D. Roosevelt sought an alternative to the hot, humid summers in Washington, D.C. He was advised to find a cooler and more private retreat away from the capital. In 1942, Roosevelt visited the camp and was immediately captivated by its secluded location and cool climate. He renamed it Shangri-La, after the fictional paradise in James Hilton's novel Lost Horizon. The president transformed it into a presidential retreat, complete with a modest lodge and rustic cabins. It quickly became a place where he could work, relax, and host world leaders away from the prying eyes of the media and the distractions of the capital. In 1953, President Dwight D. Eisenhower renamed the retreat Camp David in honor of his father and grandson, both named David. Under Eisenhower's direction, the camp was significantly expanded and modernized to better suit the needs of a sitting president and his guests. New cabins were built, and the original facilities were updated to accommodate the increasing demands of presidential security, communication, and comfort. Eisenhower also established Camp David as a venue for international diplomacy. Notably, it was at Camp David in 1959 where he hosted Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev, a historic meeting during the Cold War that marked a temporary thaw in U.S.-Soviet relations. Camp David has since been the backdrop for several important moments in international diplomacy. One of the most famous events took place in 1978, when President Jimmy Carter hosted Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin for nearly 2 weeks of peace talks. The negotiations culminated in the Camp David Accords, a historic agreement that laid the groundwork for peace between Egypt and Israel. Presidents from Ronald Reagan to George W. Bush have used Camp David for both personal retreats and diplomatic purposes. President Reagan, in particular, was known for spending significant time there, often conducting meetings with foreign dignitaries amid the tranquil setting of the retreat. In recent years, Camp David has continued to serve its dual role as a place of leisure and a venue for high-level meetings. Presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump used it to host foreign leaders, conduct cabinet meetings, and find respite from the pressures of the presidency. The secluded nature of the camp offers a rare combination of privacy, security, and proximity to the nation's capital, making it an enduring favorite among American leaders. Today, Camp David remains a vital part of the U.S. presidential tradition. It symbolizes not only the personal side of the presidency, a place where leaders can relax, reflect, and recharge, but also the strategic side, where they can engage in candid discussions and conduct high-stakes diplomacy away from the public eye. Despite its secluded and rustic charm, Camp David is equipped with modern amenities and state-of-the-art technology to ensure that the president is always connected and able to perform the duties of the office. Its rich history and ongoing use as a presidential retreat continue to make it a unique symbol of American leadership and diplomacy.